make it a better place. It'll take creation.
Hi everybody, this is Tina. Welcome to my video today, you guys. I'm sorry about the lighting. I just changed my filming area and my lighting, and I need to make a couple more tweaks. But so there's a little bit of shine on here, but we'll move all this stuff out of here in 1 minute. So I am very excited to finally be diving in with some brand new product and creating some cards with you. Today I'm going to use the coffee set. This is the Coffee Cafe, and I got the bundle. So I got the framelits, and then I also got the stamp set. And then our color combo is going to be the Bermuda Bay, the Early Espresso, and then this is Pear Pizzazz. So let's go ahead and get started. I have some pieces already done for you guys, and this is actually going to be a card that is in my card class next week, my local card class. We're going to be making this one. We're starting off with a piece of Bermuda Bay for the base, and I just took an 8.5 by 11 piece of cardstock, and I cut that in half, and then I folded it. So it is going to, oops, I got a rhinestone stuck on there. It's okay, I'll pop off. Okay, so that will give me an A2 size card. So the next piece I have is this Whisper White piece. And I know the lighting's a little weird, guys. I'm sorry that as I have adjusted this, I'm just getting used to it. So you can see that it is embossed with this really fun embossing folder. And I wanted to show you guys at the very end, I'll show you a card that does not have the embossing on it, but I thought it was a little plain, so I just got out an embossing card. So I know that that is a little bit hard to see, but we'll get through this. So I have a couple stamps out here. I have the coffee beans, which we're going to stamp in Early Espresso. And then I have this tiny, tiny heart that we're going to stamp in the Pear Pizzazz. So these are really cute coffee beans. There's a framelit that will cut these out if you want. And what I'm going to do is, because I'm going to be stamping right on here and this is embossed, I'm going to stamp on it like in between the embossing. So that's going to mean that my placement has to be a little bit more, not necessarily precise, but like I'm just going to have to think about where these beans are going to go. And if they get on the embossed part, that's okay. But it'll just be easier if we kind of place them in between. So then I'm going to take this green heart, or this heart, and we're going to ink it up in green. And we're going to do the same thing. We're going to place that heart kind of right in the middle there. Okay, so let me show you guys. See that? And then down here, I just kind of placed it in between. So you guys know I'll put my whole hand in the ink if we don't close these up. And then this card's going to be really simple, you guys. I had a lot going on with paper shares. Those just got shipped out today. And then I had swaps that I have been making and the new catalog going live. And so I had to keep my cards for my class really simple so that I could make sure that they got done. So we'll just start out with layering that together. And then I have a couple pieces of designer paper. Now this designer piece comes from the coffee paper, like the coffee designer paper. And I just cut a strip off. And so that was easy enough. And these colors, the Bermuda Bay, it doesn't exactly go. It's not like there's no Bermuda Bay basically in this designer piece. But I thought that the colors coordinated fine, like the Early Espresso, and then there is Pear Pizzazz or Old Olive that would work the same way. Those are two greens that are pretty close together. Okay, so I just made that a flag. And then I have this dark piece of green, which is an Old Olive. And I'm going to do the same thing where we're going to create a little flag. I need to get a new pair of paper snips because the very end of my paper snips are a little bit bent. I don't know what happened. They just got a little bit bent. Okay. So now we can layer these together. You're going to want to use a pretty good amount of adhesive because the white piece is embossed. So let's make sure it gets attached really well. I'll use my grid mat. We're going to go, I like to go not all the way to the edge so there's a little bit of color peeking out. And I need to trim that down a little bit more. This piece is 1 1/4 by, it's about 3 1/2, and then I have that flag in there. And then same thing with this designer piece. We're just gonna layer it right on top. So let me show you how those layers worked. Okay, so this layer does not go all the way to the edge. Look at that little piece of Bermuda Bay sticking out. And then this layer goes on top of my green and on top of my white, and I put it all the way to my white edge. Okay, and then we have this super cute coffee cup. So this is how it's gonna look. These are the pieces I cut out. Okay, but I want to stamp on here. So we're going to use Bermuda Bay. You guys know how much I love Bermuda Bay. And we're going to stamp the sentiment right in this coffee, the part that wraps around the coffee. And it's designed to fit perfectly. So we'll stamp that right in there. And then let's put this piece, this coffee cup together. So this part will go on flat, and then this piece we'll do just a couple little dots of my runner on the bottom here. And that will go right on the top. And what I did is I flipped mine over. Can you guys see this? And I just made sure it was snuggled right on the bottom there and it wasn't coming up. Okay, and then let's add some dimensionals. Have you guys tried the mini dimensionals yet that we got? I'm not going to use them on this project. I don't need mini ones, but oh my gosh, you guys, I am loving the mini dimensionals like heaven. I had gotten some in a paper pumpkin kit, and I was kind of hoarding them. Like I was using them very, very sparingly because I loved them so much. And so I'm ecstatic that we have them. So the annual catalog is live now. You can order from it. I know it's a little confusing because I've been talking about the annual catalog for several weeks, but it hasn't been available to order from, but it is finally available to order from. So I'm just going to put this coffee cup right on my flags there, and we'll press that down. And then let's look at it with the embossed. Oh, I love it. I love this set, you guys. It is a set that I will keep forever. So here is the very first one that I created, and you can see it's not embossed. So I know my lighting is a little bit hard. Let's see if I can turn one of these off and you can see. So do you see the difference? How just embossing that like really changes the card and adds so much to it. I'd love to know which one you guys like better. Do you like the one embossed better, or do you like the plain white, like all the white space better? And the other thing you could do to step it up is just take this little heart and do a couple more hearts all over, like for a background. So anyways, you guys, these photos will be on my website. You can check that out by following the link below. The supplies are listed in the YouTube description below, along with the host code, so you can get your 5 free card kits from me this month. I'm running low on those, so you need to get your order in right away to secure those, and I'll get those sent out to you. And then I will be back on Friday to create another card with you guys. I'm just diving into making cards and getting my swap cards done and cards for my card class done. So I will be doing that again on Friday. So I hope you guys are having a great day, and I will chat with you guys later.